Hey everybody, hey, it's Shooter FPV, and this is part 2 of my Player1 build. We're going to do the motors and the ESC today. And the burning question of the day is, how ugly can I make the negative battery lead? Let me tell you, it's pretty ugly. So join me on the bench and see how everything turns out. Okay, let's get started here. The one thing that I always stress is to dry fit. Dry fit, dry fit. You don't want to wait till the last minute for a component and then you say, oh crap, I shouldn't have put this there or that there or whatever. Dry fit first, make sure you want everything where you want it to be, make sure it fits where you want it to be, and then you won't be regretting anything 3/4 of the way through the build. So for this, it took me a couple of days to kind of figure out exactly how I wanted to do this. The one thing that I always do, and another thing I stress is, I don't use nylon at all, only for maybe for spacers, but these are metal, and what I usually do is I come right up through, and I also use a metal nut to hold it down. I know that I'm going to be using something on the ESC, like rubber or whatever, that it doesn't matter if there's metal there. So, but it also makes it a tighter fit. I mean, these things, they're not going anywhere. And if I crash, or when I crash, these ain't moving. They're not going anywhere. So, and on this frame, you can actually slide. These are the 30 by 30. These are the 20 by 20. You can actually slide them and shift them if you want. I shifted it a little more forward because of the battery leads. I didn't want them too close to the backside. So when I put this on, and one of these just came out. Two of them just came out. Luckily, they're not so bad to put back in. All right, there's one, and get this other one in. Yeah, luckily it's a good thing that they're soft, but then it's a good thing they're not, because they kind of pop out easy when you're putting it together. So I'm going to do this carefully so they don't pop out on me again. So as you can see, oh, it popped out again. Now, so much for that. What's going on here? I haven't had a problem till now. As soon as the camera rolls, I'm not good. So let me try this third time. There we go. Look at that. So see, I have it set more forward. This is the forward end because I wanted to get the battery leads away from this part here. So so now what I'm going to do is, and I don't know if people can agree with me or not, but the worst thing for me to solder is the battery leads. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them because they're just crap. I just don't like them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stagger it like this, so that way it comes out, and I'm going to do something like that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to flux. Always use flux. I don't like to soak it. I don't really soak it. I don't know if a lot's bad, but I just get it on there enough to get it going. So, and of course I got to try not to melt anything while I do this. Let me see what I can do here. Want to make sure you get it nice and shiny. I usually do most of the time, but I'm not a pro, but I can do pretty well. But like I said, these battery leads are awful for me. I just don't like them, especially the negative pad. Negative pad is always the worst because the pad is thicker. It's got a lot of junk under there. So, and as you can see, the soldering iron is sticking on it. I don't like to hang the soldering iron on here either because I don't want to toast it. Nothing worse than a overheated ESC. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit on here. And I want to do the negative pad first because the positive goes over the negative, and I want to make sure that this one goes on better. And just curl that there. Yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to do here, but yeah, I know this is way too long. Oh, why do battery leads have to be so bad? Yeah, I can just hear my ESC saying, "Stop! I'm too hot." This drives me nuts. But then you see guys like Bardwell and Steele, they just kind of go, broop, and it goes right in. Don't know how they do that. If anybody can enlighten me, I'd love to hear it. Oh, that's just so damn ugly. I'll probably just have to clean it up later. Definitely ugly. But I'm not one to be running a soldering masterclass, so that's for sure. So let's see if we can get this positive one good anyways. Woo. Yeah, see. Now, I don't even know if that really hit the pad either, but let's see if I can heat the sucker up and bring it down a little bit. Wow, that's pretty damn ugly. But like I said, I'll clean that up. I'll clean it up later. Hopefully I can get it going better. So I'm going to do one motor here and then I'll just skip over. I'm sure you guys don't want to see me do like 4 motors and have me having to get bored to hell. But so I'm going to actually tin all the pads first anyways. Alright, let's do this. I've noticed lately that some ESCs are worse than others with these pads. I've worked on a few that the solder is just ugly. Yeah, this isn't looking too bad. And I take a lot of care in my builds too, so I try to do it the best I can. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Let's clean this off a little bit. And let's go to the flip side. And the reason I'm keeping this in is because I don't know how far I can pull this thing up when the motor wires are on, so I don't want to get screwed and not being able to lift up the ESC to get that on there. So it shouldn't be so bad. It should be okay. Oh yeah, 63, 37, or 60-40. Got to do it. The quality of the solder makes a difference. And the last one. Before I put the motor on too, I want to show you something really cool that Emax does. So I'm using the Echo 2 motors. And I have a couple of quads with the Echo 1s, and they do the same thing, which is really cool. What they do is, they actually, you can see on here it says for 5mm thick arms. They actually give you 3 of these. They give you a 3mm, 4, and 5mm. So that's actually pretty cool because you don't have to worry about motor screws. They don't know what frame you're using, so they give you all 3. So that's pretty cool. And being that this is a 5mm arm, I don't have to worry. So what I'm going to do is what I do is I just put 2 screws in, and I don't do it super tight. It's not like I'm really permanently mounting it. I just put it on just enough to get the motor secure, so I know what wire length I need and all that good stuff. So, and then what I'll do is I'll just tighten them up later and mount it good. Alright, so there you go. See? Now, another thing with dry fitting was I tried to do planning and seeing if I wanted to. Sometimes what I do is I bring them in and I bring them around the screw here, but I don't think I'm going to do that for this one. I don't know. I mean, there's going to be room there with the flight controller, but I'm not going to do it on this one. I'm just going to leave them on the outside. And these are also the wire covers, which I think I will put on. I'll just zip it on here real quick. I actually got a zip tie right here. Purple to match with the color. What I'll do is, I'm not sure if I want the little nub on this zip tie up front like that, but that's alright. This is just gonna secure it for now, so that way I can get my distance here. So what I'll do is, and sometimes also what I do is I'll put a nut just to kind of settle this ESC down, which I think I'll probably just do, just real light. Just on this side here. That way it just doesn't pop up and move around and all of that. Actually, this is plastic, but that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just keep that there. That way, see, it doesn't move, doesn't pop up. I mean, so this should be good. So what I'm going to do is do the first one. Just kind of bend these suckers under here. Yeah, or not. And I try to leave a little extra, just in case. I'd rather have a motor wire a little too long than a little too short. Cut that. Just take this and see what... Alright. And let's, if I can find my solder, that'd be nice. Tin this thing up real good. Don't want to put too much on there. And let's turn this way. We'll put it up here. And I'll grab this. Oh, wow, that was kind of weird. You know what? Forgot that. It was really weird. Why that's having such a problem. Wow, this is weird. Don't know why I'm having such a problem with this one. Guess this wasn't going to be as quick as I thought. Oh, that was harder than it should have been. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're getting out there. I live in Rhode Island. A lot of you people don't even know where Rhode Island is, but it's actually going to be a nice weekend for us out here. It's a Saturday night. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 60, so maybe I can get out and do something. Even just fly one quad, I don't care. Yeah, if you don't know where Rhode Island is, just Google it. We're out there somewhere. I usually say we're the pimple on the ass of New England. Everybody's like, Rhode Island? Where the hell is that? this is getting harder than it should be. Just don't know why. Some ESCs are just really weird, and they've been weird lately. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with the pads, if they're doing them different or something. I don't know. Alright, so there's another one. Alright, and we got the last one. Don't want to let them hang too much, but they should be alright. And again, you want to make sure you don't cut them too short, because then you're screwed. Don't ask me how I know. All right. Let's get this last sucker in. All right. So there we go. I think I'm going to clean that up a little bit, but we got one motor down. Just kind of push these off to the side a little bit. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I will do the other three, clean this up a little bit. Oop, move this up. Clean this up a little bit, and we'll be right back. All right. So about 40 minutes later, we are all set. You can see motors are on, wire guards are on. I don't know if this will focus, but the motor wires don't look too bad. Not my best work, but they look all right. Now, the one thing I did was I tried to redo the battery leads, and the positive, you can see, is pretty good, but the negative, that's ugly. That's just gross. It's on there. I wiggled it a bunch of times to see if it would fall off, and it won't. But I'm not sure if it's too late to try to clean it, because this one's kind of in the way. It's on top, you can see there, but I don't know. I just hate them. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But so that's it. So this is the ESC with the motors. Yeah. So I guess my next step would be what I think I'm going to do is and speaking about dry fitting, I try to mess around a bit. I don't have it out of the package, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the receiver next. I got Crossfire. Got this 3D printed part that was part of the kit, and you know, holds the Immortal T. And what I think I'm going to do is I am going to probably just tape the receiver here, and then with the Vista, I'll lift it up a bunch, and let's see, I'll put my hand this way, lift it up a bunch so that it's just about to the top, and that should give me enough room under there. Again, I can't get it in there, but I think you know what I mean. So I think I'll have enough room to put the receiver under here, and then I'll put the Vista on top. It shouldn't be so bad. I know it generates a lot of heat, but it should be good anyway. So so yeah, that'll be next, because we got the receiver here. It'll sit right on top. It's not all the way in, of course, but so yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty clean, I think. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So that is part number 2, ESC motors, and that's it. So next time will be the receiver, and I'll probably save for an extra part for the Vista and the final assembly. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you can rip some packs, have some fun, get yourselves geared up for Monday. Yay! And all right, we'll see you on the next part. Take care.